गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरु साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः. Just a few times we'll chant Hamsa Shiva Soham. Hamsa, repeat after me. Hamsa Shiva Soham. Soham Hamsa Shiva. Sa Shiva Soham Hamsa. Hamsa Shiva Soham. Soham Hamsa Shiva. Sa Shiva Soham Hamsa. Hamsa Shiva Soham. Soham Hamsa Shiva. Sa Shiva Soham Hamsa. Hamsa Shiva Soham. Soham Hamsa Shiva. Sa Shiva Soham Hamsa. Hamsa Shiva Soham. Soham Hamsa Shiva. Sa Shiva Soham Hamsa. Hamsa Shiva Soham. Soham Hamsa Shiva. Sa Shiva Soham Hamsa. Hamsa Shiva Soham. Soham Hamsa Shiva. Sa Shiva Soham Hamsa. Just sit quietly for a moment. Om Bhadram Karneभिः शृणुयाम देवाः भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्राः स्थिरैरङ्गैस्तुष्टुवागं सस्तनूभिः व्यशेम देवहितं यदायुः स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः स्वस्ति नः पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्तार्क्ष्यो अरिष्टनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्दधातु ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः. Repeat after me. Achintam avyaktam anantarupam Shivam prashantam amritam brahmayonim Tathadi madhyanta vihinamekam Vibhum chedanandamarupam. So when we are in a place of solitude and sitting by ourselves, in ourselves, whether you talk it in a place or in your mind, and that can be possible anywhere, even here also, and what you should be thinking of when your mind is withdrawn from everything and is in naturally quiet, you contemplate on that unthinkable principle, that unthinkable reality, who is avyakta, who is unmanifest, who is infinite, having no beginning or no end, and he is of the form of Shivam, of the form of auspiciousness, of grace. And that grace is not, when you think about it, the grace flows. Grace is continuously flowing, just as the rays of the sun are continuously being given out by the sun. But if you ask the sun, hey, thank you for giving me the sun rays. Sun does not know what is sunlight. He does not know. He has got no idea what light means. We know it because it reflects on something, so we see the sunlight. So similarly, Lord Shiva, by nature, he is grace, so he doesn't know. We have to become available. And therefore, because he is of the nature of auspiciousness, he is prashantam, he never gets agitated, he is never ashant or shant. Shanti and ashanti is beyond all that. And therefore, amrutam, he is of the nectarine nature and is the source, he is the womb of the whole universe. So, if such is the womb, such is the nature of the womb, can the universe be made up of misery and grief? That which has come out of the womb, which is Achintam, Avyaktam, Ananta, Rupam, Shivam, Prashantam, Amritam. Can the world coming out of him be of contrary nature? It is impossible. Then what has to happen? अपनी आंखें टेस्ट करा लो. एक दिल्ली की ट्रक के पीछे लिखा था, वो बुरी नज़र वाले अपनी नज़र क्या कहते हैं, अपनी नज़र टेस्ट करा ले. अपनी नज़र टेस्ट करा ले. If you are seeing duality everywhere and missing the grace, the auspiciousness every moment, then we need to correct something within us. Then he said, continuing in that refrain, he says, Tathadi madhyanta vihinam ekam. And who is he? He is you can say both ways. He is he in whom there is no beginning, middle and end, or you can say he is also the beginning, he is also the middle, he is also the end. And therefore he is one without a second, ekam. When we say vihina means beginning, middle and end are absent in him. And therefore he is ekam and vibhum. Vibhum, what did I say vibhum meant? Because he is one, therefore he is all pervasive. We are many inside ourselves, therefore we can never be pervasive. We force ourselves to pervade. How? By getting married and bossing the husband or the wife. Then having children, and we pervade ourselves on the children also, or on the employees, or on the relatives. But that's our scope of pervasiveness. But if we recognize ourselves to be the one alone, then by nature, naturally, we will be all pervasive. And that which is all pervasive is Chit Anandam Chidanandam Rupa Adbhutam, and that is Chit Ananda, that which is ever existing, one without a second, and knowing itself as that without a thought. It has to be of the nature of the roop of or the form of Anandam, and therefore it is absolutely wondrous, absolutely unexplicable. It's beyond words. So says the Taittiriya Upanishad also. Yato vacho nivartante aprapya manasasaha. That which is beyond the words and that which is beyond the comprehension of the mind. That has to be absolutely awesome, wondrous, inexplicable. And therefore it is told, Ashcharya, the yogis keep looking at the whole, everything as wonderment, in wonderment. Continuing in the next verse, now from that formless reality, all that was told here was formless. Achintam, avyaktam, anantarup. Every adjective that was given to the infinite was formless. Now we come down one level. What is that? Uma sahayam parameshwaram prabhum. Uma sahayam parameshwaram prabhum. Trilochanam neelakantham prashantam. Yochanam neelakantham prashantam. Dhyatva munir gacchati bhuta yonim. Dhyatva munir gacchati bhuta yonim. Samasta sakshim tamasaf parastat. Kshim tamasaf parastat. Together. Uma sahayam parameshwaram prabhum. Trilochanam neelakantham prashantam. Dhyatva munir gacchati bhuta yonim. Samasta sakshim tamasaf parastat. This absolute attributeless reality, the truth, is explained as one with attributes. That if there was no space, was universe possible? Was air, fire, water, earth possible? Space has got no form. Air also has got no form. But we can feel air. Can you feel space? The quality of space is sound. But that which is having no form is supporting the lower four elements, the earth, the fire, the water, the fire, and the air. Similarly, that which is the absolute attributeless truth is explained as one with attributes. And what is that? One continues the process of meditation. First it was on the formless. For some it is not possible. Or and a better way to look at it is, we must be able to see when we are with our eyes closed. We must contemplate on the Atma as the formless. When we open our eyes, we look at the whole universe. We should look at it also as the play of the Shiva Shakti. Then the meditation is complete. Then you are in Sahaj Bhav. Otherwise, inside I am with myself. Outside I am broken. That is not right. So here he says that one continues the process of meditation by the practice of visualization on the truth with form and attributes. And what is that? Uma Sahayam. If you see, the Lord Shiva is sitting on his left thigh, or sometimes on the side also. The Uma, his consort, is sitting. She is the Shakti, she is the Prakriti. And then the Uma Sahayam Parameshwaram. Parameshwaram is the wielder of Prakriti. Param Ishvara. Who is Parama Ishvara? We say Pati Parameshwar. नाम के लिए तो बोलते हैं. But what is Parameshwar? Parameshwar is he who is undisturbed by the Prakriti. Who is undisturbed by the Prakriti. I was talking to Rasika somewhere, I can't remember where, and I told how this whole thing is. In Amrit Anubhav by Jnaneshwar Maharaj, our Swami Anuvanji's commentary is there, and there he writes, इतना सुंदर उन्होंने विवरण किया है, he is explained so beautifully. Uh, Lord Shiva is sitting, I think I talked about that in the class also, but he's sitting there with his eyes closed, meditating, and the beautiful Uma Parvati, she's standing, waiting for him to open his eyes, to look at her beauty and say, how beautiful you are, and he's not opening his eyes. And so then when you want attention, then what do?
Make a sound or something.
You make some sound, you make some halchal. So in that first halchal of Uma Parvati, Prakriti is Sattva Rajas Tamas. And as she starts manifesting as the multitude of this universe, Shivji slowly, from eyes closed, he starts, as she is multiplying, he is opening his eyes. And when it's the manifestation is complete, he says, wow, wondrous, inexplicable, and immediately closes his eyes again. And the Prakriti again becomes unmanifest. And this is the play that is continuously going on. This is the play going on with you also. Waking and dream is the manifestation of the Prakriti, and deep sleep is the unmanifestation of the Prakriti. Where is the Prakriti in you? Your mind is your Prakriti. Mind alone is expressing and projecting as the waking and dream. And that mind alone is withdrawing and becoming unmanifest. Are you able to see the play, or are you lost? We are lost only in the waking. This is the reality, the waking. Dream, sleep, very good. Ignorance is bliss. Living only 1/3 life. Your whole life is waking plus dream plus sleep. For some people, plus samadhi. And we are living only 1/3. Either you take the rules of engagement in the waking into the dream, or you take the rules of engagement in the dream into the waking. If you are saying waking is imagination of the mind, and you delete it from the moment you wake up, then you should be able to delete the waking also. This is also dream. But we live, and this is where we have invested in the waking dream and created big hassles for ourselves. So here he says, but who is Parmeshwar? Don't forget what the topic was. Topic was Parmeshwar. Parama Ishwar. Ishwar is he who is undisturbed by the Prakriti, uninfluenced by the Prakriti. He is not a slave of the Prakriti. He is independent, because the Prakriti is his own potentiality. And therefore, Uma Sahayam Parameshwaram Prabhum, and therefore, because he is not influenced by the Prakriti, therefore he is the Prabhu, he is the capable one, he is the wielder. And continuing, Trilochanam Neelakandham Prashantam, Trilochanam, possessing the intuitive eye which reveals the truth beyond relativity. So we have only 2 eyes, he has 3rd eye. What is this 3rd eye? Some people who are on the physically oriented towards the sadhana, they want to, I was also once upon a time, we want to open the 3rd eye. And we feel a throb in the 3rd eye. We we experience nectar trickling down from the 3rd eye when it opens up. Many things happen. Headache also comes. Because you are forcing it to happen. You are making your mind so focused on it. But what is it really, the 3rd eye? The eye of wisdom. And what is wisdom? Recognizing that which is ephemeral as ephemeral, you understand? That which is changing as unnecessary. ज़्यादा ध्यान नहीं देना है. ठीक है, सब कुछ चलता है, सब कुछ ठीक है. क्या फर्क पड़ता है? You remain focused on that which is unchanging. That is the eye of wisdom. So even listening right now, क्या फर्क पड़ता है? स्वामी जी को बोलते रहने दो. Let him keep speaking. You remain focused on your headache or on the self. Somewhere you remain focused. what was that? Trilochanam. Once this eye of wisdom opens, you see through situations unknowingly. Huh? Today's example, I'm not saying my third eye is open, but intuitively something is happening, something is going on here. We were supposed to stay in Saga for 2 nights. We decided not to stay in Saga for 2 nights and prepone our arrival here. If we had arrived tomorrow, we wouldn't have got this accommodation. You would be in some mud houses outside, which are pathetic, literally pathetic. 200 people group or 300 people group is coming tomorrow. See, if tomorrow we go to Darchen, we get the hotel. But day after tomorrow, if we reach Darchen, we do not get the hotel. We have to live in these type of cabins. Not these type of, even worse, out there. Glass houses. So, and some of us, we are going to experience that, because those who are not going to be able to go to parikrama will have to come back. And let's see, if we get the hotel, good. If we don't get the hotel, we have to stay somewhere. But something is guiding us all, including Tarche and everyone, that we made that decision. So when we are in tune with nature, when we keep our mind empty, some push comes from inside and you know it is the right thing. Trilochanam, Neelakandham, with a mark of infinite strength as an ornament on his throat. What is that mark of infinite strength? He is able to drink all the poison of the universe, the halahal he has drunk, for the sake of maintaining the universe, as a service to the universe. Are we able to do that? If someone says something, if someone passes a remark, or if someone is having a headache, someone is not able to handle their stomach ache or headache or dizziness, and while walking they just push you like that. Wait, how did you do that? I'm also not sick. I'm also sick. How can another person? Don't. Immediate reaction. No. Drink. Anandamayi Ma. You have all heard of that great saint, Anandamayi Ma? She used to say, Dekho, suno, mat bolo. Do not pass an opinion. Do not pass a comment. Shut up. Mouthshut.com, as Swamiji says. Neelakandham. Learn to absorb the negativity rather than react to the negativity. If we react to the negativity, we are no different from the other person. But if we are able to absorb it by not reacting, we will grow. This is what he is saying, that it's a mark of infinite strength. You as a person will keep growing, because the whole universe has come out of you, the consciousness. Neelakandham Prashantam. And when we are non-reactionary in our life, we are absolutely peaceful and not opposed to any disturbance in the life. And this is an exercise which we have to practice from now itself. Whether it is headache, whether it is vomiting, whether it is sleeplessness, whether it is body ache, whatever. Understand, yes, it is there for the body. Yes, it is there for the head or for the mind. I am the consciousness. The moment you take that position, everything becomes handleable. But if you succumb to it, then whatever that small problem is showing its head, it takes a big form. And we start reacting. Prashantam. And therefore, the Prashant, in the 2 verses before also we saw, or last verse we saw, Prashantam Amritam. Prashantam, that which is beyond the relative peace or no peace. Dhyatva Dhyat ध्यात्वा मुनिर्गच्छति भूतयोनिम samasta sakshim tamasah parastat. Thus, having contemplated and visualized this absolute reality as the dhyatva, meditated upon it. Who has meditated? The saints and sages. Who are they? You and me. We are all munis here. We have made this arduous journey. So many masters I have made in Vashishta Gufa. His name was Kaivalyananda. Tapon Maharaj I have not met, but he was the guru of Chinmayananda. Him also. 3 times he came here without any clothes or anything. Kaivalyananda came here 9 times. Just decided one day the brainwave came, started walking, came here. That time no roads, nothing. So, meditate, visualize the absolute reality as the source of relativity, and which is an eternal witness beyond knowledge and ignorance. The contemplative seers attain absolute freedom. Absolute freedom is not only recognizing the self. First part, according to as Adi Shankaracharya says, neti neti. I am not this, I am not the body, I am not the breath, I am not the mind, I am not the intellect, I am the Atman. Then the second part of it is, I am not only this mind, I am all the minds. I am not only this intellect, but I am all the intellects. No, I am not only this breath, I am the universe. When I say all the minds, all the I am the universal intellect, I am the universal mind, I am the universal breath, I am the universal body. What is universal intellect? Brahmaji. What is universal mind? Indra. What is universal breath? The Vayu Tattva. What is universal body? Virat Purush. Oh, who is Virat Purush? Bhagwan gave the darshan to Arjuna, no, of Virat Purush. What was happening in that body? The past, present, future, everything was happening at the same time. And Arjuna could not handle that vision. That is what is, that also we must see, that we are the source. In our presence, the whole creation, maintenance, destruction is going on, and this entire, just as in dream, our mind alone becomes the 5 elements, our mind alone becomes the entire universe with all its being, with the mind, everything. From where did they come in our mind? Did they come from outside? Or our mind alone manifested at all those beings? So that means if the mind alone manifested as all those beings in the dream, their minds is all, each individual mind is nothing but the mind of the dreamer. The Atma of every person, he is alive. Every person in the dream is alive. That also is the mind of the person, dreamer only. So is true in the waking also. So is true. For that we have to contemplate on Achintyam Avyaktam, and second, that is for when you are in meditation, and the second one for the redefining the universe, Uma Sahayam Parameshwaram Prabhum. And in this manner, kahan gaya? Then he says, Sabrahma sa Shiva Sendraha, Sabrahma sa Shiva Sendraha, Sokshara Paramaswarat, Sokshara Paramaswarat, Saeva Vishnu Sapranaha, Saeva Vishnu Sapranaha, Sakalogni Sachandramaha, Sakalogni Sachandramaha. Then he says, the experience of this absolute freedom is explained as, this truth alone is the creator Brahma. I have already told you this before, that once we have seen Brahma and Vishnu, Shiva and Shakti, the Shakti starts manifesting. When the Shakti starts manifesting as Sattva, Rajas, Tamas, as the Rajas, she is Saraswati as the and with reference to Saraswati, Shiva is called as Brahmaji. When the Shakti is Satvik, she is called as Lakshmi. With reference to Lakshmi, that same Shiva is known as Vishnu. Then the Tamasic Shakti, when it manifests as Uma, with reference to that, the Shiva is known as Mahadev or Shiv, another name. So in this way, now creation is expanding, for our understanding. The Lord does not know this understanding. This is for us to understand, because straight away Achintam Avyaktam Ananda Rupam did not click to us. And therefore we need a bit more of a story so that we can process it within ourselves. The truth alone is the creator Brahma, the annihilator Shiva, the lord of the forces, the Indra, so Akshara, the indestructible potentiality that is Prakriti, Paramaswarat, and he alone is the Vishnu maintaining the creation. Then Sa Evo Vishnu, Sa Pranaha, Prana is the life that is enlivening everyone. He alone is the time expressing as the principle of change. Sa Kalo, Sa Agnihi, Sa Chandramaha, meaning the moon, the presiding over the reflected intelligence, meaning the reflected consciousness. He alone is the original, he alone is the reflected. And just like moon is original is the sun, the moon is, you can't see if there was no reflected light on the moon. But we are going to see tomorrow or tonight, if you can get up in the middle of the night, you will see the supermoon. Full moon is tomorrow, probably in Darchen we'll see it. But today already we have seen, it's so huge. So in this way, he indeed is the supreme self-illumined being, meaning he is everything that there is. Again, I bring your attention back to the point, your mind is alone, the sun, the moon, the planets, the people, the nakshatras, the rivers, the mountains, everything is your mind in the dream. Exactly the same. And what is mind? Mind is nothing but consciousness. Consciousness with thought is called mind. Mind without thought is consciousness. And what is happening here? Shiva with Parama Shiva with a reference is called Shiva. Then that reference is multiplying itself into Sattva, Rajas, Tamas. And that original one, Shiva, he is known as Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh. And again continuing, because how will the universe happen? Then there is sun, then there is moon, then there is the various potentialities which are governing the life that as we know it. Everything is he alone, undisturbed. See? So be that. It is not that we are telling a story. Be that. You are the source. After having come here, now this is the Manasarovar. In dream also it is the mind which is projecting, manifesting as the whole dream world. In waking also it is the mind which is manifesting as the whole waking world. Question is, where do you place yourself? Do you place yourself as a person in the dream, as the dreamer? Or you place yourself as a waker in this waking world? Or you take yourself as the source of everything? Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnaat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Just sit quietly for a moment.